and welcome to the She is Tech podcast. This is a space for growth, inspiration, and change. Here we talk to women in tech about things that matter: career and life, leadership and motherhood, breaking barriers, and making breakthroughs. This podcast is brought to you by Intellius. My name is Julia Hamburg, and if you're ever looked at the pace of change in tech, new tools, new frameworks, new buzzwords, and thought, how do I even keep up? You're not alone. Today we're talking about the future of work and what skills will really matter in 2026. No crystal balls, no jargon overload, just a clear human conversation about the technical and soft skills that will keep you growing, visible, and confident in an industry that never slows down. If you're thinking about your next step, setting New Year goals, or just want to future-proof your career without burning out, this one is for you. Let's dive in. Let's treat today like a reset. New year, clean slate, clear plans. By the end of this episode, you will pick one technical skill and one human skill to grow this quarter. And you will walk away with a simple 30, 60, 90-day plan to make it real. No overwhelm, just moves you can actually do between meetings, family, studies, and life. In the last few years, the way we work has shifted fast. AI tools landed in every role. Security risks went up. Cloud and automation became the default. Teams spread across time zones. The good news is, skills compound. Every small upgrade you make this quarter will still pay off 3 years from now. If you work in DevOps, front-end, data, product, design, QA, or people roles, the pattern is the same. Pair tech depth with human skills, and you stay relevant, visible, and promotable. The combination is your edge. So let's turn this into resolutions you can actually keep. Let's start with the skills that will matter most in 2026. You can think of them in two categories: technical and human. Choose one from each, just one hard skill and one soft skill to focus on for the first 3 months of the year. So let's start with technical. AI literacy. By now, it's everywhere. So you don't need to become a machine learning scientist to keep up. You just need to understand what AI can and can't do and how to use it responsibly to do better work. Maybe that means learning how to prompt more effectively, how to validate model outputs, or how to use AI tools for testing or data analysis. Your resolution could sound like this. By March 31, I will ship one small workflow accelerated with AI and document the time saved. Next, cloud foundations. Cloud isn't just a back-end thing anymore. It's the foundation of most modern systems. Learn to read an architecture diagram, deploy something simple, and understand cost versus performance. A simple resolution here: by March 31, I will deploy one service to a managed cloud and set up basic monitoring and cost alerts. Then, DevOps and automation. Even if you're not in a DevOps role, knowing pipelines, testing, and infrastructure as code will make you more independent and valuable. Maybe this quarter you add a task or two to your CI/CD pipeline or automate a piece of your team's workflow. Data skills are also huge. Being able to ask questions, pull numbers, visualize them, and tell a story with data is becoming a core skill for everyone. So, by March 31, I will build one dashboard that answers a recurring question and share the insights with my team. And finally, cybersecurity. It's everyone's job now. Learn about security by default practices, secrets management, least privilege, and basic incident response. Even small steps, rotating all credentials, reviewing permissions, can make a difference. Now for the human side, the skills that make the difference between being good at your job and being ready for the next one. Adaptability. The only constant is change. So if you can learn fast and stay calm when things shift, you will thrive. Commit to one simple rule: 45 minutes of focused learning each week, plus 10 minutes to reflect on what you will try next. Leadership and influence. You don't need a title to lead. Try facilitating one decision or mentoring one colleague. Run a meeting with clear outcomes, and every session with decision owners and dates. That's leadership in action. Communication. The ability to explain complex things simply is a superpower. Once per sprint, write a 200-word update your non-technical teammates can understand. Practice turning deep tech into clear human language. Creativity and problem framing. The more automated the world becomes, the more creativity matters. Pick one problem this month, list 3 root causes and 3 possible fixes, and test one. That's creative problem solving, and it's learnable. And finally, emotional intelligence. This is about empathy, boundaries, and feedback. Choose one conversation this month to practice giving structured feedback. Start with what happened, why it mattered, and what could change. Then ask how it landed. So here is your rule. Pick one from the technical side and one from the human side. 2 skills, that's all. Write them down. If you're tempted to choose 5, just resist it, because starting small gives you a real chance to follow through. And now let's make this concrete, your 30-60-90 plan. Day 0, today, right after this episode. Write down your 2 skills, one hard and one human. Open your calendar and block 45 minutes each week, call it future me time, and tell one person what you're doing, because accountability works better than motivation. Day 1 to 30, find the smallest project that shows visible progress. If you're working on, for example, AI, test 2 prompts and measure time saved. If you're doing cloud, deploy something tiny and add monitoring. If it's DevOps, add 1 check to your pipeline. If it's data, build 1 query and chart. And for cybersecurity, rotate a secret or remove unused permission. For your human skill, pick 1 behavior to repeat every week. End meetings with next steps. Post plain language updates, or do a quick emotional check-in at the end of your day. Days 31 to 60. Make your progress visible. Turn your mini project into something the team can see. A short demo, a screenshot, a 2-line summary. Ask for feedback from 2 people, 1 technical, 1 not. On the soft skills side, facilitate 1 short session, maybe a retro, a stand-up, or a brainstorming call. Keep it short, clear, and outcome-driven. Days 61 to 90. Build on what you've started. Extend your project slightly. Improve it by 10 to 20%. Then teach someone what you've learned. It could be a 5-minute demo or a lunch and learn session. Teaching cements confidence and shows leadership. And on day 91, write down your outcomes in a brag document. Before and after, screenshots, metrics, or impact. Then decide if you'll double down on the same skill or choose a new one for the next quarter. Now let's talk reality, because life happens. You're busy, you're tired, you have a dozen things competing for attention. Here is how to stay consistent anyway. Micro-learning beats marathon learning. 20 minutes twice a week is enough if it's focused. Default to done, small shipped wins beat unfinished grand plans. Replace, don't add. Swap 30 minutes of scrolling for a mini lesson. Automate your learning setup so you can start fast. And if you took a career break or you're switching lanes in 2026, don't think you're behind. Build a tiny portfolio, 3 2-hour projects showing the skill you want to sell. 1 AI workflow, 1 cloud deployment, 1 data insight. That's plenty to start conversations. And let's be honest, women in tech face some extra barriers. Underrepresentation, bias, the confidence gap, care responsibilities, the feeling of being the only one in the room. We can't ignore that, but we can design around it. If confidence is the issue, apply anyway. Treat missing bullet points as your learning roadmap. If access is the issue, look for scholarships, returnships, women focused programs. Ask your manager to fund one course tied to a real business outcome. If isolation is the issue, join the community this week. Post your Q1 goals publicly. Let people cheer you on. And if bias shows up, document your work. Impact, numbers, receipts. It's harder to overlook results when they are written down. Here is a quick check-in, some mini questions for you to reflect on. What technical skill touches your daily work most? That's your best starting point. If you're in web development, maybe it is CI/CD or performance optimization. If you lead people, maybe it's data dashboards or AI-assisted decision-making. What if your manager doesn't see this as a priority? Tie your learning to outcomes. Faster delivery, clearer insights, fewer incidents. Offer to pilot it for 60 days and show results. How do you measure progress? Simple. Track one number. For technical skills, maybe it's time saved or the error rate reduced. For human skills, maybe it's meeting outcomes or clarity of communication. And if you're mid-career and thinking, am I too late to switch paths? Absolutely not. Your experience is capital. Build a small proof of concept showing your new skill and frame your past expertise as your differentiator. And finally, how do you stay consistent? Make it social. Find a learning buddy, share progress in a Slack group, post one win of the week. Momentum builds community, and community builds resilience. Remember, you don't need to transform everything this year. You just need to start. Keep it small, make it visible, and celebrate progress. The future of work isn't something happening to us. It is something we are shaping, one skill, one project, and one confident step at a time. So, as we begin 2026, let this be your commitment. One hard skill, one human skill, 90 days, and your future self saying, I did that. You've got this, and we've got you. That's a wrap on our first episode of 2026 and on your roadmap to future-proofing your skills. I hope you're living with one technical skill you're ready to explore, one human skill you will start practicing, and the reminder that growth doesn't come from massive leaps. It comes from consistent, small steps you stick with. Your career in tech isn't something you have to chase to keep up with. It's something you can design one quarter, one project, and one bold move at a time. As you might know, our mission is to unite and inspire women in tech. Be part of our community by following the She is Tech LinkedIn page. Just follow the link in the episode description. And don't forget to subscribe. We've got more interesting conversations coming. Until next time, take care and keep striving for change.